just like break the glass and reach in. You know what I mean? The doors are the fanciest part of the building. The rest of the building.
What about the glass windows on the front?
Huh?
What about the glass windows on the front?
There's windows on the front.
Walk
they don't
around
appear to be
those.
protected. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. You smash in the windows. You smash in break in one of the windows, smash the glass around the edges, and head in.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, this is a good idea. Good idea. This is a good idea. That's what Jack Shane said. Jack Shane says
Break out
too.
the flashlight.
Thank you.
Hey. Sorry, Alan. I must have dropped that other pistol. What?
Oh.
How'd you drop it?
Sorry.
You dropped.
Here we go.
You dropped it a little while back.
Oh.
Nice
Thanks,
there, Ken.
Vanderholdt.
You're welcome.
Put it in the pocket again.
Whereupon Vanderholdt picture pocket. Too late, I tell you. You dropped it. Just you keep dropping this. What's the matter with you?
Are there curtains in the window like there appear to be in the illustration?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
was
if that's the
hoping I could
case,
do that.
before I even step in, I'm just
Try
going
to
to grab the curtain, just yank as hard as
Okay.
I can, just try
Alright.
to tear the curtain down.
Okay.
It's gonna let him-
Yeah, they're torn down.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I will step up into the thing. He's behind him with the light.
Yeah, try to kind of like over his shoulder.
And go in.
Okay. These are offices. Looks like typical back offices. In the crazily shining light from Michael, who keeps pointing it in a different direction than you want to look.
Oh, okay.
You know how it is.
Yeah.
You know exactly how when you're wanting to look over here, it seems to be the lights over here, and he's just kind of he's just panning it around. So you're mostly having to follow where he wants to go.
That's
You
fine.
do spot a door in the corner that apparently goes deeper into this place, and it's to your right, so it most likely goes to wherever the big main doors go. It looks like there are.
Hand the flashlight. Andy, you wanted the flashlight.
Go to the front door. I'll open it for you.
You know the front door.
Oh, you took the flash. Okay,
Yeah, I got the flashlight.
you go around. Do me one spot hidden.
Spot hidden.
Oh my God! It's about to have time.
24, yes, I made it.
There's a book.
Check it.
You do spot your flashlight lands at one point on a book. Yes, check it. On the it's a leather-bound book on one of the desks in the office.
Necronomicon!
No. It says it's the cover says Lost Memories. I'm just telling you what you notice. It stands out. You stick the flashlight.
Book.
Okay. It's a good size book. Oh my God. Okay, so now you got to the door. So how are you gonna open it?
Just kick it.
Is it
Are you like kicking it, trying to break it down, or just kick it to like knock it open?
Just kick it open.
Okay, yeah, the hinge is on your side.
Yeah, son of a bitch. Just put the book down.
Okay.
Grab the flashlight.
Okay, you still got something in each hand.
I took the flashlight over
Okay.
here. And
Gotcha.
then reach out and
Yeah, it's not locked.
open the door
Okay.
carefully.
It wasn't locked.
Oh, it is locked actually.
getting rid of
But you can, yeah, it's locked. Sorry. It looks like it's a pretty flimsy door though. If you want to put your shoulder to it.
I'll set the flashlight down on the closest table pointing at the door.
You can
And
find
then
it.
I'll
It's
kick
taking a long
the
time
ever-living
there.
shit out of the door.
Okay. What's your strength?
12.
Okay. Roll me percentage. Percentiles. You got a 12 versus the strength of the door
39.
is successful. That didn't look right. 12 versus. Yeah, you're successful. You guys hear a crash from inside. Crash! The tinkle of glass.
Alan.
Yeah. I'll get
Then
the.
you reach in, you pull the door because the hinge is on your side. Back
Okay.
through where you broke the lock and open it up.
Then I'll go back for the flashlight.
I mean, once the
You
door
getting the
opens,
book or
I mean,
not?
once the door opens,
Okay.
I know where the book is.
Yeah, it's on
once
the
the door
floor.
opens, we'll walk in.
No. This is the interior door between the offices and the.
I still got to get the
You find yourself in a reception area. You can see like a bar to your right. There appears to be a cash register there. Obviously, there was some charge for entering into the Historical Society. You walk to the front doors, and you find that they're the type of lock that requires a key on the inside. The hinges are on your side though, so just FYI. Most locks are actually like that in this time period.
going back.
Okay. You're coming in the window, you
Come in
bitches.
here. I can't get the front door open.
Okay. Is everybody going in?
Yeah,
I'm
fine.
sure.
Okay. Where do you want Jack Shane in the marching order? Or do you want him to
First.
wait outside? Well, he's already in.
You can wait outside for a minute.
Second.
Okay, he'll go in next. He gives you the same look that you give him. It's like, I don't trust you. And I have reason. That is the feeling you get.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys go in. There's a small reception area.
I'll point the book out of you.
There's a, okay. Anybody else?
I'll
Rest
give
of
you a
guys can
flashlight
make a
back there.
spot hidden. See if you notice him go like this to his brother.
Hey, yeah.
Okay, mark it if you haven't already. Did you make it, Judd?
No flashlight. What's this?
You're shining it right at the book?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys that's 100. That's you guys get it now. You'll
Sorry.
definitely see it.
What's this?
What's this? There's a book. It's got a leather cover. There's writing on the front. It just says
Lost
lost
memories. Yeah,
memories. Yes.
No, just like correct.
You guys both noticed that too. You two also noticed.
Obviously, they said it's a pretty big book.
It's good sized. Yes.
Yeah. Like I said, I'll just like crack open the front cover.
Okay.
And
Give us a say.
maybe grabs me and pulls me to the book.
If you want all this information though, it's going to take you several minutes to skim the book to get it.
Oh, I
Okay.
know what you're saying. Okay.
So if you want to actually read that, that's kind of what it looks like. There you go. You want to actually
is
sit
this-
down and
Is this kind of on the front? This is kind of on the front.
yeah,
page?
you can find the front piece will have
Yeah.
the author, the date of when it was published, and I don't think there's an actual publishing house that I mentioned because
Okay.
it's not important. So,
Ann Hopkins. Anyone? Ann Hopkins.
Shane just shook his head when you asked.
1925.
You guys are still in the offices. You haven't moved into the reception area.
It's not that old. I mean, it was kind of thumb. I was kind of thumbing through some of the first pages. You know.
Okay.
Andy, honestly.
It looks like a history of Silent Hill, actually.
Actually, I read I don't know if this is the first little bit or not, but I'll just kind of do this, just kind of out loud while I'm looking at. This book is about the history and legends of Silent Hill and Toluca County.
Sounds like what we came here for.
That sounds familiar to you too.
Yeah.
Keep going.
I spent time reading that, so
Yes,
I'll
you did.
explain.
You can. He can
Yeah,
say.
I'll yeah,
well, you
look,
gotta explain. Say what you say, Jeff. There you go.
Yeah, it talks about things that happened in the early 1700s all the way up to the Civil War. It talks about the disappearance of the little princess,
Baroness.
little baroness.
Oh,
So
So you read
You
this?
read that?
Oh, okay.
when I was back in town.
you get your copy in Pleasant River.
Oh, well, I'll just if he's read it, I guess I'll just close it back.
If I still have a copy with me.
You do, because remember you checked it out. There's a $5 deposit. He pulls out
Okay.
a book that looks very similar to that one.
Okay.
Probably
You want
published
a
by the
copy?
same people.
Let me see that one. If you don't
I
mind.
guess I'll hand him the book.
Okay.
And I'm gonna flip through it and see if there's anything inside, any
Yeah.
loose.
No, nothing loose. It looks like it's another copy of the same publication.
This one's signed though.
You could keep that one if you wanted to keep it.
Until we actually read it.
Well, it depends. You can have this back, Jeff. Oh, now you can have your own copy. You can return the one. And then
I'll just give you back the copy.
The one that's here, you mean?
Yeah.
The one that's for here.
Who is CT Hulu?
CT Hulu. Are you talking about
An
the
author
Hulu
named
website?
CT Hulu.
Ah. Yeah, that wasn't. Sorry.
So we want to look through the rest of the building.
That's why we're here.
Okay. Here was the office where you guys were. There's the window you broke.
Okay, let's search the office.
You search the office for it feels like a long time,
So is anything?
but you don't find anything of
useful
any
in the book?
interest. Staplers.
So far, it
Um,
doesn't seem to be.
Give me a look roll. Ken, you
Only
brought up
something I
searching
can see
office.
that really relates to what might be going on. I mean, there is an awful lot of talk of.
Ah, okay. You searched most
You know-
diligently.
Oh, the
Didn't find anything of any value or interest, really.
okay, that's excerpts from the books that you wrote down.
Yeah, there were a couple of straight excerpts.
Yeah,
your
there's-
most important information is probably this stuff.
There's talk about there's been multiple disappearances throughout the years. A
Really?
lot of different, weird goings on.
Yeah, but anything in there about a giant cabin?
Now,
A giant what?
Cabin.
Cavern?
Chasm.
Chasm. Okay.
Gorge.
I couldn't hear you. I'm out of character, dude. I just couldn't understand what you were saying. My fault.
Yes, it is.
Come here. Got something for you. Special delivery, Eric.
Yeah.
Right to your face. One flashlight lit, so right now, correct? Yours is still in your pocket.
Take it out.
Okay. Click. What are you guys doing?
Once we finish searching,
Yeah, I guess we'll look around.
go look at the next room.
Or
Let's
he,
just look around the room.
yeah, well, he,
Yeah, he
looked around.
very diligently checked all the desks, pulled out drawers and stuff, staplers, pencils and pens, paper, that kind of junk, just what you would expect to find. Nothing of real interest or value.
You got the musical.
Yeah, turn that back on because I forgot about it. You head out to this area. Is
Yep.
that correct? There's the front doors that you couldn't get open. This is like a reception area. Like I said, there's a cash register. Some little small miscellaneous pictures on the
A
walls.
sign-in book, guest book, or anything like that.
No, there's no guest book. There's a spot where there probably was one. It's gone.
Yeah, I like to search through here too.
Okay. Actually, you're gonna like climb over the little booth, or actually,
Sure.
yeah, you can open up the thing. Make me another work roll. Yeah, that looks like it opens into like a little
0-3.
museum.
That's what I
Did
assumed.
you make it?
Would be
0-3.
a critical success.
Oh, critical success. You slide open one drawer. There is an electric torch in there, and it works. And it's bright, like the batteries are fresh.
I hand you mine. Keep this one.
Okay. Somewhere note that you have an electric torch that is somewhat used on your person.
Hey, why don't you give it to the professor? He broke his.
Yeah, but he doesn't
Hello,
take care of
dude.
these toys.
I don't need it right now. Give it to you.
Okay, you have a working electric torch that's seen some use.
Idiom.
Okay, yes, that opens into another. There's another door here.
Just put me with him. I'm gonna stick with my brother.
Looks like there's a little museum in here. There's in the center of the room. There's like a let's see, what is there? There's some photos on the walls. As you start walking around, I'm assuming you're gonna look at all the photos as
Oh,
you walk
sure.
around.
Yeah.
Once I
Are
go
you
in, I'm going to pay attention to each photo.
Did you immediately go in as soon as you entered the reception area, or did you wait while?
Oh yeah,
He-
because, no, if we're starting to flow out of here and like people are going places, then obviously we know that's the front door.
Right.
I'm gonna see what was behind here, assuming that this
Okay.
is probably the rest of the historical
So
society.
you're in the doorway. Did you want to continue in?
Well, first, the first,
Ken went here because he kind of he
Right.
opened up this and he started looking in this area to see if there's anything there.
the first thing I do is I start shining the light around the room in there before I walk in to make sure there's no.
Okay. There's pictures on the walls. Some appear to be photographs.
Okay.
There is a small
The moment I
glass
re-
topped case.
The moment I realize there's no
No, you don't see
wiggly
monsters.
man in here or pyramid head man
Uh-huh.
or any of that kind of stuff, then I'll go ahead and walk on in.
Okay, so you head on in. So
Shine-
Ken, you're
shine
still
the light
looking
around.
I'll
at this
follow
point,
him.
and then you followed him.
You said
What are you
there's a
doing,
glass-
Loomis?
Glass case in the middle, I'm sorry,
Yes.
as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll
there's
go
glass
in with
case.
them.
Okay. Shane is kind of staying out here for the moment.
Let's go by, look at all the photos, kind of walk by, look
He
at all
actually
the
is going to
photos.
wander over here to the doors, and he's kind of trying to peer through the glass. It looks like. Looks
And-
like you've got.
Camera
Ah,
phone.
okay,
Andy,
yeah. There is
Andy.
a. What?
Your camera fell.
Camera phone.
Okay. How did that happen?
I don't know.
I don't think I bumped it, did
It's
I?
very special.
The main things that stand out are a photo on the other side of the room, and then what looks like some kind of a large painting to your left. Yeah, over here. And then there appears to be a frame here, but there's no photo. But there's a plaque underneath.
Oh.
And then in the center of the room, there is a small glass-topped case with some little items in it. That's what you can see from the doorway.
Okay.
Now, you said you wanted to go in and walk around the
Yeah,
room and
I
check
guess
it
we're
out.
just gonna walk around and check out the photos.
Okay. The one that's the photo across the room says Wilt's Coal Mine. Ooh, I'm gonna have to find all these. Okay. Looks kind of like that.
Okay.
The
But it comes in.
you walk, you look, man. It's a photograph.
Yeah.
It's an old photograph. And then the picture on
We'll see coal mine.
yeah, let's see.
I don't know if it's
Oh,
sure.
it's good as
I'm just saying it because that's what's written underneath. Soupstone.
the painting strikes you.
Because it comes alive and hits me. Is that what you're saying?
No.
What the fuck?
There's a plaque underneath it that
Oh God!
reads,
What the hell?
"Misty Day, Remains of the Judgment."
Right.
And so you have walked around. Oh my God! And Alan's with you. And Loomis, are you with them? Kind of.
Actually, if he hadn't come with me, obviously, I mean, he kind of did.
He
But
is.
whether
He's
or not
with
I'm
me.
there, I'm like, hey, Alan.
He's right there
Yeah.
over your shoulder.
I'm right
Yeah,
here.
here.
Did we know?
Ken, you found the
Do
flashlight.
you remember
right?
the professor
Yes.
coming with us? Yeah. We know he's there.
Tell me when I catch you.
I don't know. Did you? It's up to you. Okay. Yeah, you can. I found a flat. Oh, what the hell is that? And Shane's with
God.
you.
That's not a normal painting for a historical society.
It's not a normal painting for a sane person.
That's right.
So is that what the Pyramid Head guys look like?
Yeah, that actually kind of looks like one. Very much like one, actually.
Hey, Vanderholdt.
Say normal.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you're in the doorway.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's bright. Assuming maybe you came in with the new one, if you did or not. But.
And now is when the exchange of flashlights takes place.
Okay.
Here, and that's when you hand off yours to him. He hands it off to Loomis. Or actually, probably after Steve reacts and deals with this.
I'm just standing there staring at it.
Okay.
Oh. That's not good.
This is not a normal painting for a historical society.
Misty Day, Remains of Judgment, HS.
Yeah, Historical Society. That was my marking from it.
I guess I'll walk
But
over.
this is, otherwise, that is what's written.
Then I guess
the
I'll move
plaque.
over here real quick to this other one.
The plaque, it's just a plaque.
Right.
It says, waterfront landscape. Alan Smith, date of birth and date, death unknown. A scene from this area from long ago. From the style, it looks like it was done sometime around 1820. There were a lot fewer people then, and only a handful of buildings.
But
That's what it says.
there's nothing.
There's no painting. The picture's missing over the plaque.
So there's a
But there's a frame.
Yeah, there's a frame, like somebody ripped the painting out.
Okay.
so there's a case and then
There's a case. It appears to have arrowheads, like pots, Indian pots. There's also what appears to be some primitive stuff from colonists they might use, a knife, that kind of thing right there. Nothing that you would think would have any value.
Hey, Andy,
And then there's another set of doors here.
I'm gonna reach out and kind of, is the painting attached to the wall by more than just, is it hung or is it
Uh,
attached?
it looks like it's attached, like it's somehow nailed to the wall, probably via the frame.
Is there glass over the top of it? Or is
No, no, it's open. It's paint. It's painted. You know what I mean? It's obviously on canvas. You touch it.
No, but I'm gonna pull out my switchblade and I'm gonna cut the painting out,
You're cutting the painting.
flip it
and
off
keeping
onto the
it?
floor.
Yeah, it falls to the ground.
I'm gonna make sure it's face down as best I can.
Give me luck. Just see if it falls face down initially. You don't have to touch it.
17. It does
Yeah, it
fall
just
face
falls face down.
down. Put my switchblade back.
This other painting.
Okay.
This other painting.
Shane gives you a look when this all happens. He's
I
like,
give him
okay, you two exchange looks. What now?
Oh,
The missing painting?
Yeah, the missing painting. The same things that the frame like mounted to the
Yes.
wall, basically.
You don't see any sign of the canvas. Somebody went to more trouble than him to remove it.
obviously
Yeah.
they cared more about art.
Yeah.
I'm gonna really focus on this.
You met the guy I met back in
Box.
Kingsport.
These
Okay,
items.
yeah. It's just, it's what you'd find in little
Yeah.
local museums.
Yeah.
Come here.
And you've seen it before. You've done research and you've had to go to little small
Now, point
towns,
to the frames.
nothing
Just kinda,
towns.
you know,
If I could do it without
meditation
damaging
stuff.
the box, let's see if we
Yeah,
can
somebody
take
hated
the
this thing
case
more than
off.
you hated that one.
and actually look at these items closely.
It's
I'm
gone. It's
not
gone.
sure
I
how
built
you
it
could
up.
do it without actually having to
I
break the
didn't
box.
cut it out enough.
It's
I
like
actually took a
built
lot of time to try to get the whole.
yeah. If he's cutting
painting
out
out here.
pictures,
Okay,
I'm,
yeah.
you know,
You could use the butt of your pistol, yeah. Just you hear a tinkle. You want to do the top or the
yeah,
side?
top
Okay.
would be fine.
You guys hear a tinkle of glass.
What?
And
Just turn around, shine the light.
Vanderholdt is standing over that glass case in the middle with his gun held. You want to hold it? So that they obviously used the butt of the gun to shatter the glass. Now she's looking more closely at the items.
What's in there?
Trying to figure that part out. Looks like it might be nothing, but I was going to check.
Looks like arrowheads, old pots, like an old knife or something from colonial era type. It's all pitted with rust.
I'm looking for
Other little knick-knacky stuff to be like, oh, here's where the first settlers used this kind of crap. You know how little magazines are.
any
Not literally, but
It's just funny.
figuratively,
It's just
that's how
funny.
it's-
Yeah, I know.
any inscriptions, any
Dude, that's kinda
symbology.
You're picking stuff up and looking more closely at it.
I'll
You're
let
not
I'll-
finding everything is old and worn, and as far as you as a researcher are concerned, and if Loomis looks over your shoulder, as far as an archaeologist is concerned, it's precious as far as archaeology is concerned. It's junk as far as trying to get any kind of information from it, even to the era that it might have come from. Yeah, there's 2 double doors.
Are there
Is it locked?
No, you push them open.
2 double doors? Is it possible to
It was double doors open into this area too, actually.
Is it possible to open just one of them?
Mhm.
I mean, I want to like, where are the doors like cracked up in one, just like.
Looks like there's another room to the museum there.
are there books in here too?
You've not seen any books. The only books seem to be this one book that was just laying on the side of a desk in the office.
And not like the picture. I'm disappointed.
You didn't play the game, be like, that doesn't look like yeah. Okay, then fine.
No, that's fine.
No, it's not. Here's your room. Is that better?
We'll
Um,
erase this from history.
It looks like. Let's see what we got going. Yeah.
Oh, the Wolfman.
Another case in the center.
That's like another part of the museum.
And then more stuff on 2 of the walls.
Okay.
And it looks like they're on this wall and this wall. This wall's bare and this wall's kind of bare. Obviously, this is a museum that somebody put this together. They didn't have a lot to work with.
Let's go with that.
No, you're okay, actually.
Okay. It's been running for a while. So
There is, as you walk around from left to right,
then I'm just kind of like, hey guys, there's more stuff.
on the first wall, over on your left, it looks like there's a copy of the original Silent Hill Charter, dated 1810, noting that the town is being resettled as a penal colony. The second thing is a photo of several men in Civil War uniforms. It notes the name of 3 men who fought in the Civil War, including 2 Chesters. And you guys recognize the names from that statue that was in the park.
Edward.
There is another illustration. It's a photo of, it says, this hospital was built, Brookehaven Hospital, 1880. This hospital was built in response to a great plague that followed a wave of immigration to this area. It was originally a little more than a shack, but it gradually grew and grew. And I have an illustration for you.
Okay.
Okay. Boom. What it looks like. The next one's a portrait of a handsome man with long hair wearing a 19th century suit. It reads, Daniel Marsh, director of Brookehaven Hospital. The next one is a photo of a hole in an otherwise unadorned room with gray walls. That's all. Looks like a room. There's a hole in the floor. There's no inscription. There's no plaque or anything. It's kind of out of place.
Was there a hole in the floor of that bar?
No, you did not see a floor at Neely's bar.
I swear we.
It said there was a hole here, but now it's gone.
That's
It was
right.
just written on the wall. It's a small painting. It's entitled "Followers of Ihort Prepare a Victim." It shows several robed and hooded figures over a man dressed in contemporary clothing lying on a table or bed. They're doing something to his face. The clothing is familiar.
He's wearing like what, a suit?
Yes,
A dark suit? Or
and
something?
trench coat and
Trench
a
coat?
fedora. There's a bookshelf. Here's some books. But the only book there is another copy of
That's weird.
Lost Memories. There's a few other books, but they don't look like history books. They look like stuff that was written by people that are probably locals. And some of them are obviously locally published. There's no real covers. There's no copyright and that
This
kind
is
of thing.
weird. Wow, all these paintings look so weird.
And there's
look.
nothing of interest in the.
I'll look through the book.
Okay. And in the case, the glass case in the middle of the room is just more junk, more historical junk. As
I'll
far as
look
you can
through it
tell.
again.
Okay. Yeah, again, nothing with any kind of Nothing with any kind of dates or inscriptions or anything like that.
You know, this almost kind of reminds me a little bit. Did I tell you that I went and saw this artist before I saw you guys in the first place? He painted weird stuff like this too. I mean, kind of.
What was his name?
I don't know.
Maxwell or something like that.
Sure, whatever.
All right.
And other than that, this is a pretty sad little historical site.
No more
There's
doors
nothing
or
else.
anything.
No.
Ihort, like IHORT.
I-E. Hold on.
Do I know
I-E-H-O-R-T.
if I ever run across that?
You can make a Cthulhu Mythos roll. Do you have any?
I probably do not.
You actually have some, Ken, because you read that book. I think you got some Cthulhu
Like
Mythos,
1%.
didn't you?
Yeah, probably.
It's
Something
over
like
here
that
on
from
the
reading
right.
that book.
Cthulhu Mythos. 1%. Go, Ken. It's your birthday.
Alt 1, Ken. Alt 1.
He hasn't learned much, but he knows something.
Oh, so close!
Yeah.
Leo 3.
Oh! No, it doesn't. Hey, he barely knows anything.
Alright,
It
that's a
seems
good
to look
thing.
familiar.
A lot of the Cthulhu
Yeah,
Mythos
exactly.
is kind of crazy for a little bit, and
Yeah.
you might do better.
Tentacles shoot
Actually,
out of his
Eric,
nose
Yeah.
and his ears.
you don't have any points in it, do you?
No.
Are you sure?
We have a 99
You
right
haven't,
now.
you haven't given me. You haven't told me about
Okay.
that. Unless,
No,
for,
well,
unless for
if-
some
yeah.
reason.
If creatures drive you crazy temporarily, you get a little
That-
bonus points.
That I
And
got.
nobody's driven you crazy.
That I got that close. Should be given.
I went crazy after the fact, but I didn't go so
That's
crazy.
you have
insane.
Such a tiny amount of information in your head right now.
That's
is
insane.
cool.
That is insanely close.
That's the one thing that can't be raised up.
Actually, then you
by
know what's even
skill
worse?
checks.
Then you know what's even worse is it sounds familiar. Boy, you
It
just can't
does.
remember.
There's
and
like
now it's like
in
this
the
little,
background.
now it's like this little
Nah,
scratching, now it's like
he
this little
doesn't-
scratching in your brain. and you're like,
He doesn't get anything because from the information
Yeah, I
that he read that gave him the information didn't have anything to do with this. So
And looking through the other copy of Lost Memories, flipping through, is there anything in there? You know,
no, it looks identical. It looks like obviously they're all published in the same place. You don't find any notes, extra pages, anything torn out. It just looks like this is just another copy of the book.
and there's basically no other books.
Well,
of-
about
of note.
That would've been awesome.
No, the others
I
are like
think
buy
that-
locals and a few
That
are
would've
like
been awesome
telephone
roll.
directories of
Yeah.
1910 and junk like that. It's local there's one that notes births or no, it notes local cemeteries and who's buried in them and when they were buried, and it looks like it was published locally, obviously, because it's all you can see that it was typewritten and then simply bound to and I don't know if you guys have ever been to small town libraries where they've got a historical section, but they'll have stuff that local people have just typed up, bound, and handed over, and it's really cool that they have that, but it's not anything that's of any
Yeah.
real use to you.
So Andy,